You're being very rude. Leave us alone.
いや、ルード、お前や。
Oh.
理解してるやん、日本語。
何がお前。
日本語理解してるやん。
何がお前。
大事に扱えって言ってる。
お前。黙っとけ、お前。
This is fucking disgusting. How do you not know how to respect the culture? And yes, I literally mean garbage. 皆さんこんにちは、ヒゲさんです。今回は真面目トピック話したいと思います。最近ニュースとツイッター、X でいっぱい観光客の問題見た。Videos of tourists coming to Japan and being disrespectful and acting like pretty much garbage in Japan.
عشان كذي اللي يبغى يتشكون من السياح. You can't do that. شوفوا 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 شوفوا. You can't do that. Oh my goodness. That's so rude. They to Kyoto.
And yes, I literally mean garbage. People are starting to vandalize stuff in Japan. There was a video that I saw a while back of someone doing some graffiti work on buildings in Tokyo. To seeing news articles of places being blocked to foreigners, and because of that, I believe now that Japan has reached its limit with tourists. And up until now, it's only been stuff that people have been catching on camera or kind of snapping pictures and such. Because as you guys know, Japanese people don't really like to interfere with other people, especially in the city of Tokyo. I don't know much about in other cities like Kyoto or Osaka much, but personally I've never seen a Japanese person go up to a tourist that was doing something bad and tell them, hey, kore wa dame, mostly because of the language barrier. But a new video has surfaced that when I saw this, I thought, wow, Japanese people have reached their limit. More muri. But before I start the video, I want to give you guys a little bit of context of what we're about to watch. And from what I could gather, I believe that this tour group was visiting a shrine. I believe it was in Kyoto, and one of the people in that group were at the shrine, and I think they were kind of either banging the bells where you go and pray, either banging the bells against the wall, or they were shaking it very hard. But nonetheless, a Japanese person there saw this and she got really angry and went up to them and started confronting them, which, you know, 頑張ってください。頑張って、頑張って。教えて。Tell them. But that is really all the information that I could gather from this video.
私がなぜ怒ってるかも伝えてないですよね。
Enough. When you kind of like
Enough. Get out of my sight.
Yeah, okay. Now, do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you speak English? 英語喋れますか？
Google 翻訳があるじゃないですか。あなた日本語もできますよね。
8年ここに住んでます。
ああ、はい。いや、そういう問題じゃないです。
Can you leave us alone, please? Could you please leave us alone?
今の発言って、
Could you please leave
英
us
語ができな
alone?
いことを理由に私
Could
は
you
知りた
leave
くじゃ
us
ないですか。
alone, please?
差別ですよ
Could you
ね。
leave us alone, please? 何
な
が差別？
ぜここに、なぜここ
何が差別？
で英語が喋れるかが
何が差別？
必要になるんですか、私に。
あ
8年住んでるんですよ
Could you
ね。
leave us alone,
日
please?
本語できるじゃないですか。
いや、日本人と結婚してますよ。
いやだから日本人と結
Not
婚
his
してる
fault.
か
I
ら
misunderstood and I
Could you
made
leave
it
us
too
alone,
loud.
please?
It's not his fault.
No, call the police. Call the
We will.
police.
If you
Yeah, go on
continue,
いや呼んで
you
も
are
らっ
being
ていい
very.
ですよ
Well, you're being very rude. Leave us alone.
いやルードお前や
Goodbye.
理解してるやん日本
何がお
語
前。
日本語理解してるやん
何がお前。
大事に扱え
うるせえ
って言ってる
お前。黙っとけお前。うるせ
あ
えお前。
別にこれ逆に私
マジでう
が警察に出
るさいなお
しますけど
前。マジでうるさいな。
I banged the rope.
Do you understand
You know
this?
when I did the rope? It was supposed to
I have no idea what's
banging
going on.
on the side
I
because I
think
was too
she's
big
just
on us.
upset that like they
Because the
were being
customer like,
disrespectful
but
to
they were
the...
not. They were not. No,
I
she's
thought it
saying
was
because the
rude.
lady kind of stand. Well, it's not.
I mean,
We
it
were
seemed
undisrespectful.
disrespectful.
It's not
It's
because the
a
lady.
sacred-
We were
Because no.
Sacred.
This is fucking disgusting. It's literally repulsive. Fucking disgusting. Especially this fool right here. This fucking fool right there. 日本語してるでしょ？なんで日本語できない？彼、絶対日本語使える。じゃあ、なんでずっと英語使った？ I believe the reason maybe why he wanted to use English was because he was with the tour people that he was guiding, and he wanted them to know what he was saying maybe, but I don't exactly know. But, you know, he's been living here for 8 years. How do you not know how to respect the culture? How do you think you should behave when visiting shrines? This person is the one who owns the company that does these tour guides, or if he works there, I don't exactly know for sure. But if this is his company, he should know how everything works here in Japan. And I don't exactly know why he couldn't tell these people that are with him, well, his customers, I guess, how to behave at the shrine. Almost every single shrine in Japan has rules of how you should act, what should you do, and why couldn't he show them or at least explain to them how they need to act while in the shrine? But still, a normal human being would know how to act in public. Probably these people here aren't really human beings. They're probably just some kind of trash that just wanted to come to Japan. But just, I cannot believe that he would go ahead and be so rude to this woman. You know, I applaud her that she went ahead and confronted these people. なんか、彼女は、よくできたね。よくできた。頑張った。But as you can tell, foreigners can be rude. And this is not a video for me to say that all foreigners are bad, because not all of us are. But I just want everybody to know that this is what's going on in Japan right now. And like I mentioned, it's getting to the point where Japanese people are just getting sick of it. And I don't really know the right solution to this. I mean, there could be many kind of solutions. If you guys want to hear some of them, you know, maybe start kind of enforcing more rules of people that are misbehaving out in public. And don't make the fine so cheap. Make it some very big numbers that when tourists come to Japan, they can see that they will have to pay this amount before they even leave the country, just so they know that if they act like this in public, they're going to have to pay these fines, or just something like that. That could be one solution. But I did see on Twitter that many Japanese people are starting to tag and put Google reviews of this person's tour guide company and giving it bad ratings and such like that. But I mean, I don't know if it's going to do much good, because as you guys know, most of the people that read those reviews are tourists. So if people like them are going to be coming to Japan, they're not going to pay attention to those kinds of comments, especially if they're in Japanese. So I applaud them for trying to do that. I think still raising awareness is good, but I think maybe the authorities need to get involved in this. でも結局これはめっちゃ悲しいと思う。めっちゃ悲しい。You know, we can get angry and just argue, fight, just say whatever we want on the internet about this, but in the end, it's just sad. You know, why can't people just come to Japan and just behave themselves? You know, before there weren't that many problems, and now we have all of this crap going on. We have, you know, sites being blocked off. People can't take pictures, visit it because they're being a nuisance to people. To people thinking that they can climb Mount Fuji whenever they want, however they want. I saw a kind of post about that as well. I thought it was really funny. Trying to climb Fujisan in shorts and a muscle shirt. Get out of here. And now we've come to this point where we have people now fighting. You know, it's really sad. It's really sad. It just makes me really infuriated that these tourists, and you know, this person lives in Japan, this foreigner too, believe they can act however they want just because they're in Japan or even live in Japan. It's just, I don't know what to say. I really don't know. I just hope that something can be done about these problems, because it's not fair for the foreigners that live in Japan and try to live here peacefully and live here with Japanese people in peace, because then everyone else is going to look at us and think, hora, gaikokujin, kind of like that, and then they're going to be really cautious about us. I'm just hoping that there can be some kind of consequences for people that do these kinds of things. But before I end this video, I just want to apologize for getting angry earlier. It's just, you know, it really made me angry seeing this kind of behavior and this guy with his little smart mouth, you know. Boy, you know Japanese. You should be more respectful. でも皆さんどうだった？みんなの意見知りたい。皆さん見てください。またね。